Good morning and thanks for joining me. Trying this new thing, but before we try anything, I need to close the garage door. Well, thanks for joining me, and I haven't done that much video lately because I've been just like really extremely busy and everything is changing. So anyway, why and the third time, why Elon is winning all the time, I gotta tell you guys. So after owning a Cybertruck, I'm pretty much convinced that Tesla is gonna be one of the best company out there, and it is. Just right now, so I have a Toyota Tundra 1794 2023, and I absolutely love the truck, but I took it to, well, first of all, it has like 4 recalls. Okay, 4 recalls. So I set up an appointment with this crook dealer, Toyota of Escondido. They tell me that we don't have the parts. I said, well, you know what? I really don't care to keep the vehicles, can keep the car for a week, 2 weeks. That's fine with me. I just want to get everything done at one time. I don't want to bring it for a service and then come back for 1 recall, then 2nd recall. And now I understand why they are trying to do that, because every time they are trying to sell you some other shit. So I took it there. The guy is writing it up, this little kid that he thinks he's gonna be the next owner of that place, and he's just trying to screw me over selling some shit. It's when he's selling me like a service for 5 services 700, or 6 services like 900, all of this bullshit. And I told the guy, what are these? He said, well, you know what, you can just buy extra services. I said, dude, I'm not buying extra service. I brought it for 1 service, and all I need is 1 service, oil change, and make sure it's just a regular maintenance plus the recalls. So he writes me up for $168. It comes with tax for $182.57. I sign off on it and good to go. And the next day at 4 o'clock, they called me up. It's ready. I said, how could it be ready? You guys didn't have a part. And he laughed at me and he hung up on me. And that's really pisses me off. Really pisses me off. So anyway, I got a hold of their manager, and this guy explains. His explanation was pretty clever, you know. He wasn't a guy that didn't know what to say. He was obviously knew his stuff, and he said, you know what, the 4th recall, which is the fire issue with the car, Toyota doesn't have a solution for it. So the Tundra has an issue that your car can catch on fire any minute, and a company like Toyota does not have a solution for it. They are recalling 100-some thousand plus Toyota Tundra and Lexus, and they're going to change the engine. They don't have a resolution for that. That's very interesting. So that's what I call it, a Toyota Mickey Mouse operation now, because that is a Mickey Mouse operation. How could you be? I mean, Toyota is a great brand, but with all of these little dealers around that, they are trying to just screw the customer one way or another. Okay, they're gonna lose their market share. That's why Toyota, Mercedes, Ford, GM combined is not even Tesla's market cap. Go figure that one. Because with Tesla, I mean, there was no headache when I was buying. I purchased over 50 cars. Every one of them is like a drama to go through. But going back to this, how could you have a recall and you don't have a solution? So besides that, so I said, okay, then I'll come and pick it up. So I go there to pick it up. The girl says it's going to be $203.57. Wait a minute, what happened here now? So she punching another crook, another one, because they taught her really good. You know, I gotta admit that. They taught these little kids how to screw the customers. I'm sure they are getting some kind of a point here. She goes back and forth. Yeah, there's a $8.50 per recall. It's a hidden fee. Wait a minute. You have a hidden fee, $8.50 per recall. It's a manufacturer recall, so it should be free of charge. This is what's wrong with these people. That's why I say they are robbing you in a daylight. That's why I say all these, most of them, 98% of these dealers are thieves. That's all it is. Come on, you really need to be transparent with your client. I run a business. I'm very transparent with my client. We send invoice before we do a job. We make sure they read it, they approve it, and that's it. And everything is in one line. Explanation is in one line. I don't charge for something twice. There's no hidden fee. There's no this nonsense, that nonsense. So these are the reason these people are gonna lose their market share. So do you think I'm gonna buy another Toyota? I tell you this, no way in the world. I would not buy a Toyota because my experience was nothing but crappy experience. And this was my, how many Toyota I had? A Toyota Camry. I had two Toyota Camry. I had a Toyota Avalon, and then I have a Toyota Tundra. And I really liked the truck. The truck was really great. I always talk highly about it. But after this recall, one of the recall is they are basically covering the gas tank. It's like, you know, a kid has a diarrhea, you're just putting a diaper rather than taking it to the doctor and fix the issue. So that's a frustration that brings you from these dealers. I would never go, I mean, I'm not going to buy a Toyota, and I would never go back to Toyota of Escondido for any service. And then I wrote a review online, and the guy said, well, call this lady, she likes to talk to you. First of all, that lady has my number. I'm not going to call anybody. Let me tell you this. If she wants to call me, she can call me. But I'm not going to call you. So, but I find out one of the problem is people, they do not talk about these problems. Everybody is like, oh, okay, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. How far can you let it go? How long can you let it go? How many times you have to let it go? Because if I let it go, tomorrow this guy is going to practice the same shit over and over and over. He needs to understand people are paying attention. I'm not letting go. No, sorry, I'm not. You might hate me. Some of you not like my attitude, but you know what? Just be it. I'm not trying to please people. I just want to make sure I don't get screwed in this planet. That's about it. You know, I move on. I mean, it's not like, you know, I care. I mean, it doesn't going to affect me that $8.50 per recall. But you know what? That's just an overcharge. And that's why that dealer, it got that big in about 7-8 years. They started in like a little space. Now they are like a massive big place. Why? Because of the corruption, because of they're stealing from people right and left, and there are dumb people that they get into their trap, and I was one of them. Anyway, have a great day. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoy it, and I love driving my Tesla. It's pretty cool. The only problem is the charging, which is I'm gonna solve it with adding a charger at home. So we'll see what happens on that one. But other than that, you know what? Have a great, fantastic day. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Make a comment on this thing. I love to hear from people. Okay, good or bad, doesn't matter. Just comment, please. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.